Hey, what's up, tubers? This is the SHTF Hunter. Today I want to go over what I think is the best budget bolt action rifle and scope combination. Now these are my three Ruger Americans. And are there cheaper bolt actions? Yes, there is cheaper bolt actions. I have kind of a particular relationship with a Ruger because I know, like, a Ruger firearms, there's usually parts and accessories available, or more easily available than other guns. That's why I kind of stick with Rugers a lot. And anyway, I wanted to go over some things and try to sell you on the idea that these are probably the best bolt action rifles available. This all three of them are Ruger American Generation 1 or Gen 1. The way you can tell, this is a Ruger American Predator, and the way you can tell is it's got the green stock. Both of these are Ruger American ranch rifles. And I think all the ranch rifles, I think they have 16-inch barrels. All ranches and the Predator models are threaded barrels, and that's very important if you're using a suppressor. And I also want to go over the scope. The scope I prefer is the Vortex Crossfire with the dead hold BDC reticle. If I'm not telling you wrong, Walmart actually sells these rifles. Now, I think there's your basic hunting rifle version. It's a black stock, and the black stock have about 22-inch barrel. So I'm not sure exactly which scope they sell at Walmart. I want to think it's probably the dead hold BDC. They also have a duplex reticle. I would not get the duplex reticle if you're planning on shooting any kind of distance. So right here is kind of what the inside of the scope looks like. The bottom, this right here, this mark's actually a little bit higher than this. It's just got, but a lot of times, depending on the distance you need to shoot, if you want to shoot 400 yards, with your typical bottleneck hunting cartridge, you zero the top for 100. This first one you use for 2, 3, and 4, and they line up pretty good, actually. This bottom one right here at the bottom of the mark, you could actually use it. You probably use it at about 5. One of the things that I would do if I was shooting 500 yards. A lot of times I'd zero this mark for 300 yards. This one for 4. This one be lined up at 4. And that will mostly be lined up at 5. Depending on cartridge. And don't even hardly use this one. Might work at 6. But anyway, these scopes, if you get the 3 to 9 Crossfire 2, scope will typically cost about $150 to $160. This one's bigger. This one's like a 6x18. This one costs quite a bit more, but anyway, I drug it out so I could get the manual and show you. Definitely get the dead hold BDC. The Crossfire 2 is quite a bit cheaper than a lot of the Vortex scopes. As far as what I would buy if I wanted a good cartridge, now the Gen 1s, the 308 Gen 1, I think, had a 18-inch barrel, and this particular rifle is actually 17. I cut it. It's a 6.5 Creedmoor. If I had to do over, this is just a rifle I had, and I seen a used 6.5 Creedmoor. And I cut the barrel down. The velocity went down to about the same velocity as 6.5 Grendel. The only advantage is I can use 140 grain bullets, and the 6.5 Grendel can't. if I had to do, you know, if I was buying a brand new rifle and wanted to get a 6.5, wanted it suppressed or whatever, and didn't want it to be real long, I would get the 6.5 Grendel in the ranch rifle. And I'm not. You can get these the Grendel. A lot of them have AR-15 magazines. This one's actually a 7.62 by 3.9, so this has a Ruger Mini 30 magazine. That's what it takes. This one's actually a 10-round Pro Mag because it's better. It works better than the Ruger factory 10-round. The 5-round magazine that comes with this, works great. I had some Ruger Mini 30 10-round mags, and they weren't worth a shit. But the Pro Mag, the Mini 30 Pro Mag works great, works awesome. I ain't had no problem with. Now I think this is the old style Ruger American magazine, and this one's a 300 blackout. I had one of these magazines loaded one time and accidentally dropped it on the floor, and a piece of plastic broke, and you know, the whole magazine just flew apart, and it was no good. This is the one with the 6.5 Creedmoor. It looks a little sturdier. I don't know what would happen if you dropped it on the floor. I don't want to find out, but I think they make something called an A1 magazine for these bigger cartridges now. You can get a Magpul stock. If you don't like the Ruger stock, you can get a Magpul stock. There's certain, the Generation 2, the Ruger American Gen 2s are a little fancier looking. They may even cost more. I don't know. I think you can still buy Gen 1s, probably at Rural King. But yeah, these Vortex Crossfires is definitely the scope I recommend with the drop hole BDC. You know, if you get one of the basic hunting rifles, 273-06, that reticle, it lines up pretty good. It works. I haven't shot this out to 300 yet, but this is 7.62 with 3.9 at 1 and 2. The marks for 1 and 200 yards are dead on. I haven't shot it at 3. I don't know if a second, that'll be the third line down. I don't know how well that's going to line up at 300 yards yet. May actually have to aim a little over because it is 7.62 by 3.9. But anyway, this is the SHTF Hunter. If you got any questions about the Ruger Americans, let me know. I'll answer them the best I can. I'm out.